Hello, church. How are you doing? The last time I sat down in this chair and addressed you in this way was when lockdown first came into effect. The truth of the matter is that it was a very unknown territory. We didn't know what we were stepping into, but we knew that God was with us, and we knew that whatever it was, we would be able to move forward together as church. From that point, we moved all of our church services online. We are doing our Awakening Praise service via Zoom at 10 a.m., our regular service at 10:45, and we're still managing to meet for teas and coffees via Zoom afterwards. Our small groups have all still continued via Zoom as well. What a blessing that app has become for most churches around the world, huh? And we continue to invite more and more people into those Zoom gatherings as well, into our small groups. It's been such a blessing to see people who've not been able to make it for whatever reason now be able to join us. And maybe you're sat there watching this thinking, hey, you'd love to be a part of that small group. Do get in touch. You're always welcome. There's plenty of space to welcome you into that as well. As a church, additionally to all those things, we've been really trying to serve the community wherever possible. We saw an opportunity to really help and bless the farm shop and the community as a whole as things were becoming very difficult, people not being able to leave their homes but still needing food. So we've partnered with the amazing farm shop in the village to be able to deliver food on their behalf. So they take the orders, they take payments, there's no charge for delivery, and we've been able to go out and just bless people and serve them. We've got a great team of volunteers doing that. And please know that if you're not a part of that team and you want to be, just get in touch with us. We'd love to welcome you on. There's constantly more and more deliveries going on. On top of that, we're still working with the Need Project as well. And with that, we're seeing the rise of the need in the village and the community go up. So we've been really blessed to be able to continue to partner with them and see more and more people receive what they need, that food and provision that is so necessary that some of us maybe take for granted. Alongside that, we partnered with the community, the COVID community group as well, and we've been blessed that they started that, and our large hall is being used as part of their storage space, which has been a massive blessing for us to be able to take part in, but also for them to use as well. And with that, they're also providing some fresh food to top up our need parcels, and so it's been a real nice partnership that we've had there. But we are still in lockdown. And we know that the government is working very hard to try and start loosening those things and try and bring organizations and churches back into community. And I want to say to you really clearly, church, that myself and the rest of the leadership, we long for the moment where we can open up our doors and come back together, to gather on a Sunday morning, to open up the cafe, to welcome people in for teas, coffees, cakes, and all sorts. We long for the moment to be able to gather together in our house of worship again. But as a leadership, we are very much committed to making sure that whatever we do safely and that we do as God has called us to do. The truth is that there may be a change in government regulation that allows us to move into the building soon, but if it is not right for us as Gamlingay Baptist Church, we as a leadership will not move into that space. And I know that for some people, we're desperate to get back in and we're just waiting for the government to say, go, and we want to jump back in. But church, we want to make sure that we do it in the right way, in the God-honoring way that He would be in it and for it. That being said, we are making roads and we're thinking ahead of what church will be like and look like for future. We know that whatever we come back to, it's going to be different. When our doors do finally open, it's not going to be the same exact way as it was before. There will probably be different regulations that we have to set to start with and different things that we'll have to implement. And church, I want to assure you that as a leadership team, we are looking into it and we are praying into it and we will do what is called for us to do. But beyond that, I really just want to encourage you that the church building may be closed, but the church is not. You and I are the church. You and I are God's people together, and while we may be worshiping and gathering in different ways, we are still gathering to worship our amazing and awesome God. And so please do not let yourself be upset or be disappointed with the fact that the church is closed, because the church is not. The building the church uses is, but the church is alive and well. You and I are the church. And we are thinking and praying about other ways to continue to serve the community. We're thinking of ways that we can use the cafe still, what that might look like to serve our amazing community, even during this time of lockdown. We know it's not been easy. And I also want to take this moment to really thank you, church, for staying home where necessary, for volunteering and stepping out as key workers where you could. We know that it's not easy to stay cooped up when all we want to do is get out. But we thank you that you've done what you've had to, not just for yourself, but for your neighbor. So once again, we want to get back together, and we're praying for you, and I hope that you're praying for us as a leadership. And we want to come back together, but we will do that only when it is safe to do so, and when we believe God is calling us to do that. God, we believe during this time is shaking us up, church. He is moving us to focus on Him more. And I think part of that focus shift is to remind us that the church is not the building, but the people. So with that, if you want to get involved, do get in touch. If maybe you're feeling that you've got some space and time to volunteer with us, we'd love to have you on a team. Maybe you're not yet in a small group. We'd love to welcome you into small groups. Maybe you just fancy a chat or need someone to pray with. Just get in touch. We would love to meet with you virtually, over the phone, but we'd meet with you nonetheless. With that, until the next time I see you, stay blessed.